the apartment. Just Alex, stay away from the windows, okay? No, he's in the hallway. He don't want to come in. But I don't think we could keep anything. I don't think we could keep anything in here.
Yeah, he don't want to be here.
Oh no, forget it. Everything is gonna smell like smoke. Hold on, I'm coming. I opened Daddy's closet. It's smoky in there. You can't take none of these clothes, you know that, right?
No, I'm not.
Yours clothes smoke too? It smells like smoke in there?
Yeah, everything is gonna be...
I'm sure the bags are good. Here, these are asthma pumps. Hi everyone.
Hi.
So today we are gonna be sharing what happened yesterday, August 11th, 2020 at 6:26, I believe, p.m. I went to my mom's house straight after work for dinner. She invited me over, and while we were there, we were talking and reminiscing about certain things, and we smelled some smoke, right? There was a weird smell, so we thought it was the food that she was cooking for dinner. So we ran to the kitchen, and we didn't see anything in the kitchen, so we thought we were clear. We thought that the smell was coming from outside or somewhere else, until my little brother runs to the kitchen telling us that there's a fire or there's smoke coming out of my little sister's room, Brianna. So you want to share your point when
she said I smell smoke? I said, oh, I got the leg crabs in the oven. So I said, run, and she ran to the kitchen, and I'm running right behind her. And when we got there, she says, no, it's not here. I said, oh, thank God it's not here. And she pulled out the crab legs out of the oven, and we were just laughing and talking about how we're gonna just dig into it and eat, right? When my son Jacob comes running to me and says, Ma, there is smoke coming out of Brianna's room. I said, smoke coming out of her room? And I'm thinking, but why would there be smoke coming out of her room? It's the last room in the apartment. So I run over there, and I see the smoke coming out the door, and it's a lot of smoke. It's dark. And I said, oh my God, in my mind, I'm saying, if I could turn it off. I want to try to see if I could turn it off. So when I opened the door, the smoke and the fire just pushed me back, and I fell back on top of my grandson. Thank God that he's fine. So Jelly grabbed the kids and said, let's run, get out, everybody, we gotta get out. So as we were leaving out of the house, I thought to go back and get my papers, my birth certificate, or the kids' birth certificate, social security's important papers. I always have it in an envelope ready to go in emergency. So I looked, and I seen that the fire wasn't in my room yet. So I ran back in, and I grabbed the papers and my backpack, and that's when everything started getting really dark. I started inhaling a lot of smoke, and I started feeling dizzy. I got kind of stuck on my bureau. I couldn't get out, and it was just crazy. It started getting a little chaos at that moment, and I'm screaming, I can't get out, I'm stuck. But they're already out in the hallway, all the way at the end, at the stairwell. And I'm screaming, and I couldn't get out, so I just pulled whatever it was, and it ripped my pants, and I ran. And as I'm running, all the lights in the hallways are busting like I was running like in the movies, and it's busting. Smoke is all over the place. I'm already feeling dizzy, and I felt like I wanted to fall, but my mind kept telling me, no, keep going, keep walking, go, you got this, go. And I was so close to the door, so I just opened it and was able to get out the house. And Jelly was like, Mommy, I was worried about you. She's on the 911.
Yeah, like, because she ran towards the fire, because we didn't expect it to be as serious as it was. So she ran, like she said, she ran to the room and was expecting something small. So she, in her brain, you know, she thought, oh, maybe some water would work. And I was running after her to tell her, like, no, you never throw water on fire, because it just feeds oxygen to the fire. when we already ran to the room, it was already too late. The second she opened the door, the fire, it's like if you open an oven, that's the best way to describe it. If you're cooking and you open an oven, you know, sometimes the smoke or the air, it's like air, it hits you in your face. That's exactly what it was like, just like 10 times worse, obviously, because it's a fire in the room. And so my son, he's very curious, and he's always after her, making sure she's good and whatnot. So she was here, and he was right here, and she fell back, and so she fell on top of him, and it was very dramatic. Like, it was very scary. All I saw was, like, you know, smoke coming out of the room. I just couldn't believe it was happening at that moment, and my brain just kept telling me, we need to get out of here, we need to get out of here, and we need to get the kids out of there. So initially, I just immediately grabbed my son, picked him up, grabbed the kids, and I got them out the apartment, and I was gonna leave them out there so that I could go back and make sure my mom was coming out okay, but I thought she was right behind me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just call 911 while she comes out. Because I wasn't entirely too sure where she was at or what she was doing exactly. So in my head, I was like, okay, the sooner I call 911, the sooner they get here, the sooner they turn the fire off. Because I'm like, at this point, there's nothing we can do with the apartment. There's no way we could turn it off on our own. So I'm calling 911, and my son is screaming in one ear, my little brother's crying in another ear. And I'm just trying to stay as calm as possible, trying to speak to 911, letting them know where we lived, or, you know, where my mom's apartment is at. And then I'm realizing I'm on the phone with them for about, it's like 6 minutes. You know, I looked at the phone call like yesterday night, and I realized it was about 6 minutes that I was on the phone, but it felt like eternity. And I'm realizing I'm on the phone, and, you know, I'm like, you know, where's mommy? And I just kept screaming. I was like, but where's mommy? Where's mommy? And, you know, I couldn't really do much because I had my son, and I couldn't leave him alone with my little brother and my sister, because they were not in any mind, you know, their mindset was not there to help take care of a kid, you know what I mean? They couldn't even take care of themselves. So I'm trying to focus on everything. I'm trying to call 911 and get the ambulance, you know, get the fire department to my mom's apartment. I'm trying to make sure that the kids are okay. I'm trying to calm them down. And then I'm realizing my mom is still not out of the apartment. So in my head, I'm freaking out. I thought she collapsed. I thought she inhaled way too much smoke, which was what was actually happening. I couldn't imagine what she was trying to find in the apartment, you know.
At the moment, you didn't know.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Because you started running with the kids first. So I was running right behind you, but then I thought, and I looked, and I seen that the fire wasn't in my room. So I ran back into the room, but not expecting that all that smoke was just going to travel so fast. And I was going to inhale it, you know, and it was just, everything just happened fast. It was just like what is it? Like,
literally, like, by the time, okay, so right before the fire happened, is really crazy. I went into my little sister's room, because that used to be my room, and so I used to leave a lot of my small trinkets, like the things that meant the most to me, in my mom's house, because to me her house was always like the safest house to leave it in, because I had moved out. So I was like, okay, I'll just take my important, like my big stuff, and then leave my small things, like my dolls and my stuffed animals and my Barbies, like my collections. I left them in my mom's house, in my little sister's room. And it's crazy, because right before the fire, I was just in my sister's room, looking around, and it's like something like nostalgic happened. You know, I was just in the room, just staring at the room very carefully. I took my time, and I was looking at the curtains and looking at the walls, and just remembering when I used to live in that room. And then that's when I started going through my little sister's stuff with her there. You know, I was like, hey, where's my stuff, or where's this? And so she was showing me, and I was going through some things in her room, and I saw some old teddy bears, and I'll insert a picture here that I found from Build-A-Bear. When I was really young, and I went to my mom's room, and I was showing my son, and it was very nostalgic. I was just hugging on the teddy bears, and I was like, oh, look, baby, mommy was small when she made these. And I was telling my mom, I was like, remember, mom, when we made these? And we were just talking, like reminiscing. Within that, the time frame on the picture when I took it took 9 minutes exactly from the picture when I took of the bears. The Build-A-Bears. 9 minutes for everything to go down. It took 9 minutes for us. It took 9 minutes from that picture to me calling 911. That's how fast that happened. And then it took 6 minutes while she was in the apartment, the entire time while I was on 911. We ran out of the apartment so fast, we forgot our shoes. None of us had shoes. None of us. We all ran out of the building barefoot. And she lives in city housing, so you can imagine, like, our brain, we wasn't even thinking about how dirty the staircase was. I think I got a glass in my foot. It was very sad. We ran outside, and thank God everyone in the community came together. You know, they were all hugging on my mom, and, you know, just giving us sandoos, and they gave my son a pair of sneakers, and my little brother a pair of sneakers, and my little sister a pair of sneakers, you know, so that we wouldn't have to be walking barefoot. They gave my mom a shirt, because she, like she said, she got caught on her dresser. And she says that she was stuck there for so long, she had to rip her sweatpants, or, you know, her tights that she was wearing yesterday, and she had a big hole on her
peekaboo.
It was a peekaboo. It was a peep show. It was
like, embarrassing, but I didn't care.
Yeah, so they gave her a long shirt to cover that up. It was really sad. And
it was nice. Everybody came together. I felt so good. I didn't feel alone. You know, because at that moment, so many things running through your mind. But there was, I don't know, I just felt the peace of the Lord in me. You know, we weren't crying. Like, people would say, but I don't know how you're taking this so calmly. I would have been thrown on the floor, you know, crying up a storm. I said, but I don't feel that way. Because this is material stuff. Material stuff you could get back. But you can't get back your daughter, your grandkids, your other children. That we can never get back. You know, so anything that's missing, everything that's burnt or messed up because of the smoke or the water damage, you know, unfortunately, I didn't have insurance in the apartment. I didn't have, and we were talking about putting insurance because my apartment was really nice. I had everything practically all new. You know, I worked hard to get everything new.
I'm going to try to insert some pictures in here of how she had her apartment and how nice it was. And even though she lived, like I said, in NYCHA,
I didn't even have roaches. People talk about roaches.
No, nothing.
No
like, you
mice.
would walk into my mom's apartment, and it was like,
you walked from the building in. You would say, "Oh my God, this building is terrible." But I felt that once I walked into my home, I wanted to feel like I was in a castle. I was in somewhere else. You know, I wanted to be elevated somewhere else. I didn't want to feel that I live in NYCHA. So I worked hard for that. I really did. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is like a little sad, obviously, you know, the stuff, like we said, they're materialistic things, but, you know, I was pretty much raised there my whole life. Yeah, I was raised in that apartment, so, you know, it was more like, oh my God, seeing my childhood home, you know, just kind of go up in flames. It's something that we wouldn't wish on anyone. You know what I mean? And like we say, but we're so glad and we're so thankful that God had mercy on us and our family.
Praise the Lord.
And if you guys are wondering, my father wasn't there. He was running some errands outside, but thank God he wasn't too far. He ran from where he was at all the way. And he's not here right now because he still had, you know, he's trying to get some stuff done with all of this that's happening. So he's just trying to get himself, you know, he's trying to get everything ready. Because we're about to go back to the apartment and try to salvage any pictures, her photo albums, any other small things.
That's all I'm worried about. I'm just, you know, there's some, my washing machine is new, my dryer is new, everything, like I said, is new, my sofas are new, everything is new, but that's not worrying me. What worries me the most is trying to get those photos. Because that's like my whole life. My mother's photo album, when she passed away, she passed it to me, so it's there. My sisters that passed away, their photos are there when they were younger. My kids were as they were growing. I don't want to lose that. I don't mind the apartment, but I don't want to lose my photos. Yeah. I have a whole box full of photos.
Yes, she has so many pictures, and that's what I was thinking about.
I don't even know how I didn't become a photographer.
Yeah.
I love pictures.
Yeah, she loves taking pictures. She's always behind the camera.
Always.
We have to force her to be in front of the camera because she's always behind it. And I'm like, Ma, you got to take more pictures. You got to be more in front of the camera because, you know, like, it's important. It's important for us to have pictures and videos of her. So, but yeah, like, you know, that sums up the story from yesterday. We didn't really get any sleep. We were all like running
we went after that. Jelly took us to Target, and they were so nice with the manager. They were about to close.
Yeah, we got there like 5 minutes before they closed.
5 minutes. So they gave us another like 30 minutes extra to be able to get some stuff.
Get some
you know, and we ran so much that we lost one of the carts. After we had everything in it,
we
it was
had
like
one cart full of already like stuff for my little brother, and then when we get to the cashier, we're like, "Where's the other cart?" And like it was just it was mayhem. So we had to run back into the store, get the same things all over again repeatedly.
Because we needed t-shirt and
underwears, you know, just like things for them to stay at my house. Because right now they're staying here with me.
My son bought the air mattress.
Yeah, and my brother, he came because he lives right near the Target that we went to. He came and him and his girlfriend, they both came and helped us shop around really quickly, and they got my mom an airbed. Yeah. But obviously, I'm not letting her sleep on the airbed. No, so I'm sleeping on the airbed, and she's sleeping on my mattress, and my little brother and sister in my son's room. So we made it work.
We made it work,
and
that's what families
make it work.
Do. Yeah, families make things work when there's an emergency, when there's chaos.
Yeah.
And we came together as a family, and I thank God for her and my son, and I thank God she was there at the moment, because if she wouldn't have been there, I think she would have lost her mom, son, and brothers and siblings.
Yeah.
You know, because it was so hard for me to just get it together, because I wanted to turn it off. I said if I could save at least the apartment and and us, but I thought it was smoke because I didn't know how, where, or why this fire started. I couldn't get it. So I said, maybe it's not that bad. You know, it's just smoke. So when I opened it and then I noticed that it was, if I would have known better, I would have not opened that door. Yeah. When you already see smoke coming out of a door, I've learned my lesson. Don't open it. I'm
surprised. I'm honestly surprised the fire didn't burn her hand when she was turning the knob, because the heat, they usually say that you're not even able to open the doors sometimes. The
good thing where the buildings of NYCHA is that they're fireproof. So with my apartment, everything will burn to dust if it has to, but the apartments upstairs and downstairs or next doors wouldn't burn. So
now one thing for sure, when the firemen came to turn the fire off, everybody's apartment under us was soaked.
Because I live in the 12,
and no one understood what was happening, so a lot of people were really upset. But you know, I mean, we couldn't.
But once they seen who it was, that it was me and my husband and us, they know us, because I lived there 30 years, so people know us. And they started crying. Some cried and some hugged us, and others just, you know, came and gave us, you know, things and whatever. And thank God everything just worked out.
Yeah. So this is pretty much, you know, really quickly that it's just what we wanted to show you guys. It concludes the story. Right now we're still on day 1 of the fire. It hasn't even been a full day yet. It's really early in the morning right now. We're about to go back to the apartment and start trying to clear out whatever we can. So I don't know if I would do like an update on anything, but just wanted to keep you guys informed, because a lot of people I know are asking what exactly happened. So I hope this video shines some light on the situation, and if you guys are, you know, if you guys feel touched to help my mom and my dad and my little brother and sister, even if you can't help monetarily, like, we are asking for any type of, right now they're starting from scratch. So
clothes for the kids. Jacob is wearing a size 16. Brianna's wearing a size 16 and clothes. Well, their feet grew a lot over the quarantine. I had just gotten them some new sneakers and sandals and stuff, you know, for the summer. And that last month, as a matter of fact. And she's wearing a size 9. So Jacob is wearing a size 9 and sneakers.
In my little sister's room, since the fire was there, her everything, she doesn't have anything.
We had just gotten us some new clothes, everything.
Yeah, because she did school shopping for the kids, and nothing was saved in there. And even the clothes that, thank God, didn't get burned, you know, they're wet, or they smell really bad.
It smells like fire. Yeah, it's like we're still in shock. It's totally shock. Everybody's calling me. You can hear my phone right now. So everybody's calling me, people that know us, and thank God everybody is praying, you know, prayer. We need a lot of prayer for strength and stuff.
But we appreciate you guys for watching. We really appreciate the prayers.
Wait, we wanted to make a different video. This is not the video we were planning on.
Oh, yes! Because you guys all voted. I had put on my Instagram what kind of video would you guys like to see next, and everyone voted. Majority ruled. the Who Knows Me Better challenge with my parents, and I was coming to the house to do like a mukbang with. She had made crab legs, man, and I was recording a video.
And she
of
said,
crab
"I'm just gonna
legs.
start recording when Jacob comes."
Yes.
If she would have continued recording from there, everything would have. You could have seen the whole thing, but you know our nerves.
Yeah,
this is something you don't
Thank
expect.
God I even had my phone. I thought I didn't even bring my phone. I thought I left it in the apartment by mistake, but thank God it was in my pocket. I guess my intuition told me to just put it in my pocket. But yeah, so we were gonna do like a mukbang of us eating the crab legs and them answering the questions of like who knows me best. And
You ate the crab.
you ate my son.
You ate the crab.
No, baby, we didn't have to eat that. But can you believe they survived
They
the fire?
survived.
The fire.
They survived the
We're
fire.
back.
I gotta put.
Alright guys, well that concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching and pray for
Thank
us.
you.
We love you all. Take care.
Bye bye.
¿Qué pasa? You're on camera, Ma. How you
Esto es
feeling?
un propósito de Dios.
Todo lo que pasa son propósitos. Y esto es material. Mira, tengo mi esposo, mis hijos están vivos, mi nieto está vivo. So, yo he comenzado de cero y sé comenzar de cero. Dios le da la guerra a los mejores guerreros. Thank you. Mira, están dando agua. Mira qué linda. Ya me estaban diciendo. Con agua. Voy a allá.
¿Tienes que decir algo?
No, déjalo, mami, deja
Le
todo
damos
eso.
gracias a Dios que estamos vivos, que lo más importante y que puedes rescatar toda mi familia por la gloria de Dios. Yo no estaba acá, no me encontraba acá, pero doy gracias a Dios que verdad cuando llegué pues los encontré vivos. Eso sí que venía corriendo, solté todo, dejé el carro abierto por allá y todo. Vine corriendo sin pata, llegué a la calle, gracias a Dios, mis hijos, todos, mi familia, mis nietos, todos, mi esposa, todos están bien. Y vamos a empezar otra vez como Dios le place. No hemos perdido nada, en Cristo no se pierde nada, estamos en victoria, en Cristo no se pierde nada, esto es una bendición.